As you mentioned, True Ripper starting from CT and Marcos Gaming starting with D.
Oh, they just jump and connect? Wow.
Yeah, proactive connection control. The crosser was lined up perfectly, but still it's Shox for you. He peeks out in his crosshair, still gets the kill. kennyS towards the bathroom, backs away. And now he'll need to leave that control as well. Towards long, kennyS is able to get one. The second one lines up too. Kenny's so calm in these natures. And now, once again, towards the site, it's down to his teammates to try and pull something off. Even Ember on the site. He's a menace. He's causing a lot of damage to the CTs and Evil.
4 kills secured by Ember. Cleans up connector first, and then the site itself. Bhavi finding that 1 extra kill onto kennyS. What a pistol round for Marcos Gaming. Not a lot of utility invested, you have to say.
It was just a pure mechanical round. That's all you can say.
I think a few mechanics and a few well-coordinated plays, especially in connector, to draw out the crosshair from the players holding the staircase.
Once again, in general, it was just a gun down, though. Yeah, the only call that was made was you guys go in from the main, and we'll go in from the connector. So making sure that we're not going to be backstabbed later on. Basic calls, and Marcos Gaming, they come out on top. Try not to overthink a lot of things. And kennyS with the scout will probably try to line some skulls open.
No info yet. There's one man lurking outside, wants to on B. With a little bit of utility, he can give some false hopes to Kenny that might be no one pushing up A. Elvis, he's lining up the smoke already. This can be lobbed, draw the attention of the CTs, and look at all of them on the radar. They instantly start panicking. Elvis moving in. Even one kill right now is going to be big.
And he almost gets it too.
Yeah.
The player's so low. Elvis, the fact that he was able to back away
and
from
look
that
on the
spot.
radar, even kennyS falls back.
Yeah, I just don't understand. The fact that he was able to back away, do so much damage. kennyS has got the scout, so it makes a lot of sense that he's playing from the back, from the truck itself. He's playing a little bit of that defensive position. Beautiful nade to get the entry. kennyS towards the truck. He finds the tag onto one of the players. And now he's also getting shot at by the sidelines. And eventually, truck will be cleared out too. McKill's trying to fade away from the smoke.
Oh!
He does so as well perfectly. Gets his hand on the AK as well. For McKill's, it was looking good, but not anymore until B2 peeked out.
It could have been a big play from McKill's, but he was left in a 1v5. Finds 2 kills, but definitely wasn't going to be enough. But Marcos Gaming in a much better starting position now. 2 rounds won. Not a lot of economy lost as well. Side of True Rippers though, things are not looking easy. As easy as they thought they would. Force by fails. They're forced on those pistols again.
C4's on the spawn. Did anyone forget to take it?
I don't think they're going to need it. They know it's going to be a complete info from the opposition. No upgrades as well on the pistols.
Interesting though. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna do because these type of moments do tend to happen as well. And if the CTs do get their hands on better weaponry, even big of a problem. I mean, the playground's still in their hands. But for how long?
Doesn't matter. B side already taken care of. Ember finally picks up the C4, runs towards that B side. Should be an easy plant for them. And the CTs are feeling the pressure of Shox, who is still lurking outside A with his Mac 10. Yes, has the AK in his hands. They went for a full eco, so they have an opportunity to go for a retake, find a few exits for themselves, but I think they decide against it. True Rippers. Call has been made, stay back, save the AK for the next one.
Yeah. Shox on the hunt. So, once again, he wants to deny that AK control the players the True Rippers have. Just take it away, snap it away from kennyS's hands. Gets the first suspect. Rossi in the same spot of the previous player. And once I don't think so the AK is going to be hunted down that easily. It should be an easy save for Kenny. He gets spotted. The AK gets hunted down. Kenny was looking somewhere else. He gets pushed all the way from the long. He thought that Shox is going to keep on pushing him from the bathrooms.
Shox wanted to go recover that AK, but does not really happen. Too far away from that tree on A long. But look at that, True Rippers. Finally, it's going to be a comfortable buy for every single individual on their side. They have the op on kennyS. The 4M4s come online. Marcos Gaming, first half control. Again from this round win. Ability exchange down mid early, and the Mac 10 is pushed up all the way to party.
Molotovs towards Garden and Shox. Look at him moving in. He's found so much control. It's crazy. He's clearing angle by angle, slowly but steadily. And Kenny, who gets the first peek, unfortunately misses that shot. Now just going for the spam through the walls. No connection will be found whatsoever. But Shox was able to get a lot of intel.
Yeah. Based off of that intel, the T's fall back. They're moving to connector. Maybe looking to execute for that B, but Mikhail's moving in. A backstab can happen. Connector push. Early aggression fails. One more man picked off on B short. And all of a sudden, it's just kennyS and Defaulter that are left alive. Mikhail shut down that backstab. Completely denied to True Rippers. 2v4, can they bring this back? Not a lot of hope, just a nade in terms of utility. kennyS out of the picture as well. That's the op out of play.
Now Kenny is definitely going to be a little bit mad over there.
And Shox is happy.
Yeah, considering Die Stealer was supposed to look at that close angle, and kennyS still got pushed on. And you can see that frustration through his face as well, because he was not supposed to get pushed on that close.
Yeah. More than that, I think it was Defaulter. Not Defaulter, sorry, Mikhails, who was supposed to be the main playmaker for the team in that last round. Had he been able to take control of connector comfortably, then Marcos Gaming would not have had the freedom to push up Graffiti and take that fight.
And now Shox is the one who gets the op in his hands. Go around for these players. McKills with the 5-7 towards connector. The shutdown's going to be important. kennyS and McKills playing together. kennyS's deagle, it needs to go big. It's like a big trap setup. kennyS getting a lot of shots and also the opportunity to take down the first map in that duel. And considering the first man's still alive, Ember, he keeps on moving up. Not a lot of HP, but at this point, anything counts. There's 5 deagles against you. They do not really have a lot of room for error. They need to be precise as hell.
And look at that. The CT's pouring in from the CT spawn and connector. The backstab is theirs, but the aim isn't. And another punish coming from the side of Marcos Gaming.
Yeah, aim was there. It's just 5-7 for you. 5-7 is sort of like the mid to close range weapon. In long ranges, it's really tough to use it.
They had those 2 deagles too, to be honest.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit of trigger discipline while he was trying to close up could have been better.
I think whenever Shox is excited, it's when the rest of the side of Marcos Gaming is worried. They're like, alright, can we keep up with him?
I think so. It's more like Shox trying to calm the nerves of the players.
Not today. Today, I think he's the one instigating the hype.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to instigate the hype,
yeah,
the players will be calm. Because, listen, hype isn't supposed to be about the serious stuff all the time. It can also be good hype, you understand? A happy hype, if that makes sense. He's trying to hype his teammates up. Let's go, guys. We can do this. No positive hype.
Already up 5-0, but a spray from Dicey. Only able to find 1.
1-for-1 trade. And that, too, will favor the T's no matter what.
Yeah.
As a CT, you're not supposed to drop down the number. It's going to affect you so much, especially even all the 4 T's, if they decide to group up and hit a site.
But they've burned a lot of utility, the players from the side of Marcos Gaming. Now, that makes me worried for the post plant.
Ooh, Defaulter did not spot anyone with that jump. So,
ouch.
Not a lot of intel. And that's why both the players now starting to regroup. And they've got this little bit of a crossfire, where Defaulter is going to be the man to grab the attention, and then towards the Toxic, the man will peek out and get the kill. I like this. It's a little bit of a bait and grab.
Yeah, they want to isolate those fights. 1 for short, 1 for monster, but it's not going to be easy. Ember slowly and slowly moving in. Is going to be spotted out from Rossi. He's hiding in Toxic. Gets one, gets two, lines them up. And the strat works out. Bhavi and Shox, all that is left. Now it's just down to Bhavi. Gets picked off, shut down. Finally a round on the board for True Rippers.
True Ripper, solid round. Desperately needed to. And this is what we've seen so far, right? True Rippers, they like to start off really slow. Marcos Gaming, they usually run away with the lead at least 4 or 5 rounds back-to-back, and then True Rippers, they start striking back.
Right, now since we had the replay, they just peaked in completely dry. There was just one Molotov, I believe, lob to clear up waters, and that was it.
I know. That's what exactly happened. The man from the short should have tossed in a Molotov for the clotheslines too. Near either Toxic?
I mean, Toxic is something that needs to be done, and every time you go for the B side.
Maybe lack of utilities or something like that, I'm not sure.
I think it was lack of utility. They burned too much in the early rounds, and Marcos Gaming just keep making that same mistake again and again. They haven't been punished so far, but I think it's finally starting to happen.
Okay, good peeks. He anticipated the peek from the close, but then instead it was the man in the back who went for the peek. So these type of little micro plays are really helping out True Rippers.
True.
Once again, a good push towards long. He has managed to grab the attention, but he's going to
Oh.
back away considering he's got no backup left.
All right, big play coming from Connector. You see that CT moving up.
Yeah.
And either he picks off the C4 itself. Oh, no.
Okay, well, yeah, he picks off the C4.
Oh, man. Shox just completely managed to catch him off guard.
Ready. He was just ready for him. Our barrel is too long, you know. It gets spotted from miles away.
Yeah, he waited. He saw the entire AWP. He left ever so slightly. See his head clearly. Lines up the shot. Takes it. But still a 3v3 in this round. And finally, they pull the trigger on this A side. Marcos Gaming looking to move in. A nice little flash is popped along with a few Molotovs to cover up Dumpster and Bank. But will that be enough? Might not be. Elvis extremely low. Shox right next to him.
No
Finds
way!
the kill. Point blank range. And Die Stealer is left there in this round, which is 23 HP.
Yeah, Shox just pushes up and then jumps on top of the box. So much confidence with the op up close.
Wait, what?
What happened?
How did it end?
He just went for the save.
Oh.
And considering he knew that the time was also not there, so he just ran away. The T's unfortunately burned through too much time. So yeah.
Why? So much map control, still not the C4 down.
Too much time. That's why Shox was so desperate, right? On top of the box, he was going for the fights as well. He just wanted to clear out the side as quick as possible. Once again, 1-for-1 trade. As long as you're taking down kennyS, it's worth it.
Yeah.
That's the danger man out. So I would say it's a really good trade. Positive trade, in my opinion.
I agree. And same goes for True Rippers. If they get Shox out of the way, it's a positive trade for them.
Yep.
Shox already on double digits. Following him up is Ember this time around. Ember has been quite incredible with his mid-round lurking as well.
Yeah.
And of course, in a few rounds, we see him being the man leading the charge for the team as the entry.
Spotted.
Yeah, they have control, but you know, one CT player is going to be there. I think they might hear the other one in toilets if he makes a move, gets too eager to take the fight.
Shox waiting eagerly just for that man to step in the crosshairs. But no one's got the intentions to go aggressive. And there's a big rotate towards the A side. Everyone knows from the side of CT that there is a push coming on A. But still, no matter what, they are able to get away with these 2 insane kills. And that's going to open the floodgates on the site. Another Molotov tossed in. Smoke as well to block off Dumpster. So once again, the site's on the lockdown for the T's. They will get the bomb planted.
Look at
and now
toilets,
it's time for the retake. Yeah, there was a man in the back, but not anymore. Shox, this time, I don't know what's gotten to him. but his op is striking harder than kennyS's.
Yeah, Shox is turning into Thanos. Like, I'll do everything myself. Pulls the round back for his team. 6-2 on the first half. Marcos Gaming, incredible start on the T side of Overpass, but how long can they keep this going? An eco force for the side of Two Rippers. See a couple of Deagles being bought. And these Deagles need to go big. They want to stand a chance to control this first half. It's going to be 7-2 otherwise. And we see a run towards the B side.
Yeah.
Don't want close range battles against these people.
Pretty much. Kenny, oh, he's pushed up deep. He wants to take it personally. That's the personal beef. Marcos Gaming's players. Elvis is just getting barrel stuffed at this point, but his teammates got his back, so it's fine. Even if he does get taken down, it was sort of like a human sacrifice for that round.
There's one player waiting for them on B short. There's kennyS rotating from the backstab, and he's going to wait for a little bit more. Oh! But as he waits, Shox turns around, takes a nasty little headshot on towards Kenny, and the cleanup will be there from Bhavi. kennyS, I mean, that was the important play. That is where they could have dropped either a few guns from the opposition, or if he connected all 3 headshots from the Eagle, he could have brought the round back.
True Rippers, time to wake up ASAP. Come on. The more time you keep on wasting, the more it's going to hurt later on to make the comeback. Especially on the T side, it will be super tough.
Yeah, for sure.
And the fact that MG is able to dominate on their T side, it's actually unexpectable.
Wondering what True Rippers can pull off on the T side.
I just said unexpectable. Is that even a word?
Unexpected. But I
It's
think the
unacceptable.
comeback can be expected, though.
Oh yeah, it will be.
Yeah. Because if Marcos Gaming, one thing that Marcos Gaming is not very good at is maintaining advantages inside of the game. We've seen that time and time again from the group stage till now, and I think if they slip up too much, this game can slip out of their hands. But Elvis outside Monster needs to hit that nasty headshot onto Rossi as soon as the smoke dissipates. He's gonna see at least one player, lines both of them, and the spray is good. Looks for the third, fails in front of Dice Dealer.
Found that third as well, I swear.
Nah,
It was
too
way
much.
too close. Dice Dealer flashed up. Too many flashes to back up this push from short. And Emperor, the man to lead the charge. kennyS as well finds himself finally in the game. The lost kennyS has been found. And now the entire push deactivated. Pavi looking to back up towards A. And almost gonna be caught. Pavi can shut down Kenny, and Kenny's gonna be pissed. He just missed an easy shot onto Pavi. After connecting all of those tough ones,
Pavi
missing
is
out an
very low.
easy one is gonna be really hard to digest. And as you mentioned, Pavi's quite fragile too, is sensitive, does not have a lot of HP. One single bullet will be done for. But Pavi, even what he needs is one single bullet to the dome with that AK. And he
the
finds
pop-off.
it.
And the pop-off is there as well. Pumps up his entire team. Shox is now fired up along with Elvis and Ember and B2 also super happy. And kennyS, now they start to feel the pressure. True Rippers losing out on a round like this. To be honest, they recovered quite nicely. I'm not gonna lie, I thought after that spray from Elvis outside of Monster, it was done and dusted then and there. But no, Dice Dealer brings it back for a bit, and then it was Bhavi who just answers back with a, nah, round still ours.
Don't tell me all of that comeback, those 2 previous map wins, was for nothing. Was for a one-sided overpass game.
I don't think it's gonna be one. Yeah, as of now, maybe.
Johnny, that's on the T side though, you know? Marcos Gaming on CT will be much more better because their team plays have been looking overall better. Yeah, in the previous
I
map,
disagree.
they got a little bit too overconfident in my opinion because they were pushing up out of their comfort zone. But I don't think so the same mistake's going to be repeated here. That's what I think. Once again though, I mean, these players, they have their own mind. It's up to them what they want to do. We don't know, man. Future is really tough.
All right, I think yeah, this game is done with how True Rippers are moving around the map. I think Now they're just going to rely on aggression, see if they can just force out mistakes from Marcos Gaming, but Shox with that opening frag onto McKills. Stealer with nothing but an SMG. I believe he's the one holding the close angle on A-Long. And Ember has gained so much control of A. In from short, hearing washrooms. Yes, falling back. Kind of an unfortunate moment because Shox decides to peek it at the same time. Shox realizes that there might be a lot of backline pressure upon us. Instead of moving on to the side with his team and taking the C4 there, Marcos Gaming, they're staying back. 40 seconds on the clock. They have already lost a round due to these slow pushes.
Ember, yeah, just free stroll on the site. 9-2 is going to be the scoreline on the board. And if you're on the CT side, if you're True Rippers, what can you do? 2v4, that too with one MP9 in the hand of a Die Stealer. Yeah, it's dusted. This round's dusted.
Not just this round. Unless they win the next round and force a 9-3 swap, I think the map might be over as well. Oh, no. Important frag recovers an AK. That's an upgrade that they would want.
Don't you think it's too late to wake up, though? I mean, especially if Marcos Gaming, they get the first half to 10-2.
No. It's not over until it's over, Necro. That's the rule. Are you one of those players who starts to surrender what terrorists win?
I'm actually completely opposite.
I refuse to believe that.
No. If I feel like I'm gonna lose the game anyways,
yeah,
I just play for fun. I don't play it seriously.
That's what you say when you're losing a game, though.
Yeah, but then I mainly just try to play it for fun and just try to go for some stupid peaks and just go play for the kills. That's it. Now Johnny's like, that's how you usually play anyways.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So what I mean to say is that I just do not take the game seriously.
Hey, but Shox has gotten very serious about this. 16-4.
Yeah. Humongous scoreline achieved. An overpass has been a big letdown for True Rippers. Every single True Ripper supporter that is currently sitting in the arena, this is definitely not something they saw coming at all.
For sure. I didn't see this coming. I mean, from how things have been over the last few months, not just the draft, the last few months, True Rippers, they've been in a dominating streak in the Indian Counter-Strike circuit, along with God's Reign, of course. These two teams were just, like, winning it all.
Yep.
And Marcos Gaming, they had to play the second fiddle to either of them every now and then. But now, with the addition of Shox and with all of the information that has been relayed to Bhavi, to Elvis, to Ember, to B2, I think these players have improved so much over the last 4 days and more than they have.
That's right.
Games out.
Oh, McKills. He gets the advantage.
It's fine.
9-3 half might just be coming in. It's not going to be that bad. If it is 9-3, the comeback possibilities are still going to be there. And as long as you take it OT, it will be even more interesting. Off as well, shut down. It's going to be a 9-3 half, Johnny.
Yeah.
That means in the second half, the pistol round's going to matter a lot. It depends on how Marcos Gaming's going to take this one. If Marcos Gaming's, in my opinion, if they just try to push up and bum rush it down, it will be tough.
I think that is what will happen.
Yeah.
I think that might be the play that Marcos Gaming bring to the table. Maybe we are just going to see a CT counter push either for Connector or maybe for B short. But we are going to see them get hyper aggressive in one of these positions. And if they fail to connect their shots, only then will they be in trouble. But I see those two dualies, one on Elvis, one on B2. It will be important to see where these two Berettas go and where they are positioned. If they are on the front line, it's going to be tricky to make them work. But if they are kept second in check, then maybe they can dish out a lot of damage. Shox, here's the commotion, here's the push from A-Long, and relays all of this information to his team. The CTs need to rotate. I think Shox is waiting for a visual confirmation as well. Sees the numbers, and now the rotation happens. The T's need to take control and shut down Shox as quickly as possible. There's the first leap. Shox
Oh my
finding the
God.
first.
Oh!
And the second and the
Shox!
third. Looking for more. Gets
Oh
the
my
fourth.
God!
Is this going to be an ace? There's just one more man behind him on site. But no, the shutdown comes from Elvis. And Shox, what a steal was that. True Ripper shut down. Double digits on the board.
Stop! Shox just stomping on the dreams of True Rippers.
Is B2 typing in all chat after that?
Just smashing them to the ground. Shox
Oh.
with such an insane 4K. Just crushes all the chances of True Rippers to even pull off a comeback. Now it's 10-3. And True Rippers, they will need to invest whatever they have in this round.
But investing all of this cash is much worse, Necro. I mean, not worse, all right. It doesn't change much. They walk away with Tech9s. It's going to be kind of a force. They run into the round. If they lose it all, it's 11-3. They're forced on an eco again. They go to the map point. And if they force out a buy, they win this time. All right, yeah. Forcing is better. My bad. Mats.
Yeah. But this was, just pure crosshair placement. So good. The first 3 picks were just off of brilliant crosshair placement. Just knowing exactly where the players are going to be positioned. Just knowing exactly where they're going to be running towards.
I don't know why the rotation from B to A was called a little later than expected. But anyways, force buy from True Rippers, Tech9s, and investment in utility. But a do-or-die round as well, Necro. They win this. Can be a start of the comeback in the second half because Marcos Gaming will be forced on reset. True Rippers lose this. Marcos Gaming take this game to the map point already, which will also be the series point. And at that point, True Rippers will be under immense pressure because it will be 12-3.
They already are. They already are. And it seems like they're going to crack it down into that pressure slowly and steadily. B2, that got a little too iffy there. And now the man on the side is going to find an easy mode down, a full stop. Shox is feeling himself. It's better to isolate this man. But it's next to impossible to find Shox isolated because he's always backed up with teammates.
Yeah, he's always backed up by someone, and it has put them in such a troublesome position. But also, listen to this, right? Among the 10 players, there are just 2 individuals who have it double digits right now. One is Ember on 12. The other is Shox on 23 kills.
Yeah, no, Shox.
He's 23-5.
And the funny part is, our producer was saying that kennyS is going to pop off in the map of Overpass, and then I guess it sort of went to the opposite team.
Yeah, I mean, I expected that as well, to be honest.
Honestly,
yeah,
low-key, I expected that as well. Considering Shox in the previous map was not able to get a lot done because kennyS was just popping off.
Yeah.
He was connecting some of the most insane op shots.
But I mean, you called it, Necro. After a while, your shoulders start to hurt if you carry too much.
Yeah, that is true. And even the pressure is too much, right? You cannot expect for someone to perform all the time. So I guess we can give him that leeway. And now that there's also an eco, it's a 3v5. The chances, the lifeline's fading away. At this point, somewhere down the line, we all know the reality, what it's going to be. It's almost done for True Rippers. It's just time for us to put the final nail in the coffin. And time for Marcos Gaming to send him back home.
They're going to travel back to get the match. This is the finals.
Yeah, so they're going to escort him back home.
Yeah, that would be better. But anyways, 12-3, last round, potentially the last round of this map and this entire series. Marcos Gaming with a big lead in this decider. And yeah, this is going to be very difficult for True Rippers to bring themselves back into this game.
12-3, a complete steamroll.
Yeah, the probability would be like less than 1%.
Yeah, I mean, it's a complete steamroll at this point. Marcos Gaming, they're just feeling themselves, especially when someone's feeling themselves. It's way too tough. Time for the final round, ladies and gentlemen. For the players of True Rippers, this means a lot. But somewhere down the line, even they must have accepted the reality that it's next to impossible to pull off this comeback. Marcos Gaming, they can already feel this victory coursing through their veins. And with that kill from B2, it might just nail it down. Second one to follow up as well. Now they definitely can't feel it coursing through their veins. They've already won this. No one can stop them. B2 stopped. Another man towards connector, trying to make it up.
Oh, aggression from the side of Marcus Gaming. Monster, they're going to look for another one. Last two players left. Mikils and Dice Dealer, and Ember knows exactly where both of them are. One player spotted in connector, one was spotted out in T-spawn. Mikils has the upgrade on the AK, Dice Dealer as well, but how much value can you secure from these two weapons? That is the question. Pushing up A-long with the C4, but they have the Danger Man to worry about. Shox on site itself, and Ember waiting in the washrooms. He's lurking right outside that mid stairs. Dice Dealer slowly and steadily moving up. They convert 1 or 2 more kills. Maybe they can win this round and still keep the hopes and dreams of winning the series alive. No, there's a crossback. Dice Dealer, there's Ember right behind him, and the kill is going to be confirmed. 13-3. There's the closure Marcus Gaming were looking for, and, well, the celebration.